I'm Bill Doherty, co-founder of the Doherty Relationship Institute, and I want to talk about a really tough situation with couples on the brink of divorce, and that is when somebody has acted out in some way. They have had an affair or multiple affairs that have come out. Their addiction has created a crisis. They've acted badly. Okay, from the point of view of the other spouse, who feels betrayed, who feels just terribly hurt. And the person who acted badly is the one thinking of leaving the marriage. And so now you're working with somebody who is hurt and betrayed, wants to save the marriage, and their spouse who hurt them by betraying them or acting irresponsibly is the one saying, I may leave you. What is this? Okay? Because from the point of view of the leaning in person who was offended against, what they're looking for is acknowledgement, apology. They want that person to pursue them, okay? Because you screwed up. You should be asking me, do I want to go on? And what's the story here? I'm the one who wants to preserve the marriage, and you're the one that is not so sure you want to do it. So I've developed something called discernment counseling and training people in how to handle both people in that scenario. But I want to just mention how we work with that the offended upon, the hurt spouse, who on the one hand, they just want to rip them. They just like, not only did you cheat on me, now you're thinking of leaving me. What kind of jerk are you? Well, this is not going to help their spouse decide to work on the marriage. So what you do, this is the tip then, you make sure that the person who has been hurt has a larger goal of preserving the marriage. They want to work on the marriage. If that's their larger goal, then the tip is you have to help them understand they can't ventilate, they can't express everything they're feeling now about the dual hurt. You did all that stuff and you're thinking of leaving me. For the time being, in this crucible now, when their spouse is trying to decide whether to try to repair the marriage, this person who has been hurt, double, if their goal is to preserve it, they have to not give voice to everything they're feeling. There will come a time, if their spouse decides to work with them on the marriage and they do therapy together, there will be a time for the whole range of feelings. So you tell them, there will be time. There will be time. So here'd be an analogy. Maybe your spouse had a drinking problem all these years and now they're in the ER, they're in the hospital, they had this accident. Well, there's going to have to be a revisiting of their relationship with alcohol later, but this is not the time for it. Not when they're in the hospital, not when they're on death's door. You hold back on some things during this crisis, but later on you're going to work on it.